Hey guys, so today we're going to show you 3 different ways to cut a cigar. So a lot of people don't know that there's actually more than one way to cut a cigar, myself included, but there's actually 3 different ways, dude. There's the punch cut, there's a traditional guillotine cut, and the V cut.
Exactly, and I mean, normally it's all preference on what you want, and different cuts will give you different amounts of draw. Some people prefer the V and the punch cut just because you don't really get as much tobacco pieces in your mouth as you would with cutting the whole end off. It just kind of, and it saves more cigar, honestly. So, I mean, first up, punch cut. This one we have from Cigar, it just kind of twists out, and then what you want to do is exactly what it says in the name, is pretty much just take the end of your cigar and press it up against the end in the middle, and you know, punch it through.
Punch it right through.
And you'll have a hole that comes out. I mean, traditionally, if you ever have seen your dad on the golf course, people put like a golf tee in the middle, which is kind of bad for the cigar, and I wouldn't recommend it. But as a last resort, if you don't have a punch cut, that's like a makeshift punch cut. And
it's a DIY.
DIY, yeah, like GIY, golf, right?
Yeah.
Golfing yourself. No, that doesn't make
cigar.
sense.
CIY. And next we have the traditional guillotine cutter, which you can see down below by clicking the link to see our first video.
Yeah, we did how to cut a cigar, and this is the traditional way, so that was the basics, and this is kind of like the next level up. If you're going to level up in cigar cutting, you learn about these next 2. Also, there's the V cut, which is actually one of my favorite ones because it still opens up the cigar enough, but it keeps the ends in it so you don't get all the tobacco in your mouth.
It looks cool too.
Exactly. And so basically, there's like a little indentation right here that the cigar pretty much just fits directly into, and all you got to do is push it up against this and then slice it like your traditional guillotine cutter, and it'll make a slick V cut for you. And then you can smoke it like that, and if you need a little more draw, you can turn it 90 degrees, cut it again, and it'll make a little X. So 2 V cuts. It's pretty much essentially as much draw as a guillotine. It just looks a little cleaner and a little cooler, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, and then if you're always wondering like what's the difference? How can you tell one's a V and one's like a circle?
Yes, exactly.
Simple as that.
And I know like these other 2, the punch and the V cut, probably aren't, I mean, the most traditional, and you might be weary of trying them, but let's be honest, the best case scenario, if you don't like it, you just take your traditional cutter and cut the end off like normal, and it's still the same. So, I mean, definitely I would recommend trying these at first, and if you don't like it, you can always go back and cut the end off. So, actually, one more thing is we have this multi-tool from Cigar, which comes with
really cool.
with some scissors, which is also another way to cut your cigar, but it's essentially the same as a guillotine. We'll cut the ends off. And what's nice about this is it comes with a little like lighter maintenance tool, so like a screwdriver and like a thing to release the butane before you refill it, so it's, you know, your lighter stays in good shape.
This way.
So this little guy right here is actually pretty much a lifesaver. You can cut the cigars, you can do maintenance on your lighters, and you can pretty much do whatever you want with this little guy. So if you're only going to buy one cutter, this might be the guy to go with, honestly.
This is like an all-purpose thing. This is something that
I love this thing, and it folds up into pretty much this little, fits in your pocket or on a keychain.
This is a good additive to have to anyone's I guess arsenal of tools.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly. One last thing also is we've done some lighter stuff, but this lighter actually has a punch cut on the end, so it's kind of perfect for traveling. If you don't want to bring a cutter and a lighter with you, you pretty much bring the lighter, punch cut right there, ready to go, and, you know, slim enough to fit in your pocket.
Again, punch cut. So you know, guys.
Yes, same as this. And that pretty much wraps up our how to cut a cigar video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like us on Instagram at Gents Lounge, hashtag your pictures, hashtag Gents Lounge. Don't forget to enter the GL Style Challenge this week, and follow us on Periscope at Gents_Lounge. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.